Welcome to the Explore Real Estate Show. I am James Boslaw, your Fredericksburg area realtor and vacation rental investor. And this show is all about real estate in the Fredericksburg area, the Fawn Lake Community, and the vacation rental space. I help people buy and sell homes because I believe that everyone should grow their wealth as they live in or own a home that they love. I also believe that you should feel confident when you are buying or selling a home, and confidence comes when you are well educated and informed, and that's what this show is all about. Enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Explore Real Estate Show, where in today's episode, I'm going to go over the real estate statistics for the Fawn Lake community through March of 2026. So we're going to take a look at the first quarter, and we're going to dive right into what those stats say. Let's dive right on in. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the overall sold dollar volume. We actually are up about 15% overall in volume sold in the first quarter of 2026 versus the first quarter of 2025. The average sold price year to date, once again, January through March, the first quarter, the average sold price is up 4.5% from 2025. Very encouraging sign. If you want to know what that exact number is, the average sold price is $902,000 for the first quarter of 2026. So that's a good, healthy appreciation from last year to this year. We also see that reflected in the median sold price. The median sold price is up 4% in the first quarter of 2026. So both the average sold price and the median sold price are up. Very normal, very healthy appreciation at 4.5% and 4% respectively. And that's why our overall sold dollar volume is higher. As far as units sold, we're about the same. We're about 8% higher in the first quarter of this year. What that means is that there's been 13 homes that have sold in the first quarter of 2026, whereas in last year there were 12 homes that were sold in the first quarter of 2025. So the number of homes selling is about the same, one more this year versus last year. However, the average and median sold price are higher, and that's why we have a higher overall sold dollar volume. But here is a very interesting stat, and one that kind of leaves me scratching my head a little bit. The average days on market is up 163%. What does that mean? It means that the average days on market for a home before it goes under contract in the first quarter of 2026 is 50 days, 50 days that a home is out there waiting before it gets scooped up. Now, last year for the first quarter, it took on average 19 days for a home to be listed before it went under contract. So normally when the average days on market goes up that high, we see prices go lower. But in this case, what we're seeing is the prices are still appreciating, values are going up. However, it's taking longer for homes to sell. That stat is also reflected in the average sold price to the original listing price, which right now is at about 97%. So when someone lists their home, a buyer is getting it sold for about 3% less than what it's listed for originally. And that is definitely a gap compared to the first quarter of last year, when homes would usually sell for about 1% less than what they were originally listed for. So what we're seeing is that people that are selling their homes are selling them at much, much higher values than what we've seen. And even though they're closing about 3% less than what they're originally listed for, they're still closing at a pace that shows appreciation here in the neighborhood. So values are still going up, even though it takes homes a lot longer to be sold. Now, as far as how they're being sold and how they're being acquired, the number one way that we're seeing homes be acquired in the Fawn Lake community for the first quarter of this year is VA loans. 6 homes have sold using a VA loan. The next most popular way homes are being acquired is through a conventional loan. We had 4 sales that were conventional sales, conventional loans. And then the third most popular way, and 3 homes this year close using cash. Now, when we take a look at the supply of inventory in the Fawn Lake community, right now we're at 5.2 months of supply, where the 5-year average is 4.8. So we see just a little bit more inventory than what we normally see. And once again, that's why the average days on market is much higher than what we're used to seeing. As of right now, we have 26 active listings for sale in the Fawn Lake community. And so inventory is slightly higher than what it normally is. But with that being said, if you're listening to this episode, you own a home in Fawn Lake, you should be very, very encouraged. Prices are continuing to go up, which is great. If you do want to sell your house, you're going to have to exercise some more patience in doing so because the average days on market is much higher than it has been in the past. But homes are selling for more than what they've been selling for last year. And if you're a buyer, you should also be encouraged because the appreciation it's not outrageous. It's going up in a very healthy, 4% range as far as the average and median sales price. But inventory going up will also give you more opportunity, and with less competition, you should be able to find a home that you love and do so with less competition. So you should be encouraged if you're both someone who owns a home in Fawn Lake and if you're someone that's looking to purchase a home in Fawn Lake. But as always, the market is constantly changing. So if you have any more questions about buying or selling your home in the Fawn Lake community, you can reach out to me at our website, rockwiserealty.com, and Emily or I will get back to you as soon as we possibly can. But with that being said, that's what's going on in the Fawn Lake community. We're committed to bringing you the stats in here every single month so you can be knowledgeable and informed on what's going on. That way, you can make the best decisions for you and your family, whether you're looking to buy or sell. Also, if you know of anyone that is looking to buy or sell in this community, also let us know so that we can get ahead of where the market's going and set them up for success as much as we possibly can. So we look forward to bringing this information to you every single month. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you have a great day, an even better weekend, and we'll see you on the next episode.